So you're probably here for the same reason why I made this video. I mean, surely it can't be that hard to research that countless weebs on the web just haven't done it yet. Oh, no. So the first thing I decided to do was to look at the first figure of various series to try and figure out a method. I figured something popular, learning its first figure, then, you know, repeating that step for older and older series. Eventually, I'd come across the first one. Let's start with One Piece. Now, this sure is a great first figure of a character that didn't appear until volume 12. My results have been clogged with Redditors. So I googled vintage anime figures and ended up on this Etsy listing. Neon Genesis Evangelion 1996. This is the oldest I've found so far, so let's put a peg in that. Let's check out who actually made it and see where we can go from there. So apparently it was a Gashapon figure, which I always called Gachapon, but whatever, learn something new every day. I started googling Gashapon figures Bandai 1980 because, you know, it seemed like a fairly reasonable time frame for this kind of thing. And then I found this dude, which looked like a Gundam knockoff, but may have been official, I don't know. Let's investigate further. Looks like Bandai's been doing this stuff forever, so let's see how long they've been around. Okay, 1945, they've been making textiles. Pretty cool, but what about toys? 1950, alright then, let's check that out. My fucking god, it's nearly 700 pages, what the fuck? And I had to make a free account. It's so hard being a researcher, it's so hard. Appreciate what I do for you people. International Directory of Company Histories, Volume 55. Let's see if you can tell me about plastic anime titties became somewhat socially acceptable pastime. We've got something of a breakthrough here, folks. It looks like Bandai made its first character-based toy in 1963, and it was Astro Boy. Problem is, it was this. But, you know, let's at least try and find the first actual figure. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Alright, I got catfished. I thought I found a figure, but turns out this was made in 2003, which is a little later than 1960. But I may have a lead. Check this out. Looks like we have a website called Vintage Space Toys, and they have a bit of Ultraman. Let's read on the history. Okay, so it looks like there was a company called Marusan. I'll have to check them out. I'm not sure if I should consider Ultraman anime or not, but you know, might lead me down the right path, so it's worth pursuing. Either Marusan really change industries, or this is not the right company. Oh, it's translated from Japanese. This should be helpful. Looks like they made some PVC toys in the 1960s, which is exactly what we're looking for. And the
citation needed.
Alright, well, check the reference list and see what we've got. Look at this. They've still got their website up from the 1950s. And, alright, so it looks like they released their first Ultraman soft vinyl doll in 1966. That's a pretty good time frame, and we'll put it on the board. But I feel there's still earlier examples, and it's not really anime, so I'll try and find something that's a little more, anime. Rare first Ultraman, and it... Ooh, wait, hold on, there's a website. Well, never mind. But this seems like a good guess for what it looks like. Maybe it's a reprint or something. I may have done it. This is probably not the original, but it is copyrighted 1966. So it looks like it was at least released in the same year, meaning the previous one was a reprint. Doesn't matter, now that I know for a fact, like I suspected, the original figures looked like shit. But alright, now that we actually have like something pretty old, let's try and find something that's actually anime and not Sentai. So Shonen Jump started back in 1968. Alright, let's see what the initial lineup consisted of. Wait, hold on. This is an ass classroom, what the fuck? Alright, well, back to Google, I guess. This is started in 1990, not 1966, when the OG serialization started. I don't care about Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm sorry. So I went back to Wikipedia to see where they got the image. Apparently they got it from someone called Natalie. Let's see what she's all about. And she just wants to show me ads. Cool. So I switched it up, tried to Google image search, and then I found Comic Vine. Never heard of them before, but they have every single cover page for every single Shonen Jump issue. Kuja Daigo. Looks like it's about a big boy doing big boy things. Never heard before. Seems prime for retro figures if they exist. Retro? Vintage? Maybe it's antique at this point. Who knows? When googling Kuja Gaijo figure gave me no results. I suspect it may not have been very popular. 2 volumes of his manga, which is like 20 chapters? Didn't even last a year. Probably not gonna get any Sujogojo merch anytime soon. Fucking these names are hard to pronounce. Jesus. I'm gonna check Astro Boy out again, actually. I think with my newfound knowledge, I might be able to do something now. First to embrace the mass production of figures. Okay, I think we're on somewhere. And it's all from 2003. Okay. 42 minutes I've been researching at this point, and all I found is a glow-in-the-dark Ultraman, a slide puzzle. And so, my writings have gotten a little, interesting. And I keep seeing this thing. It doesn't have any data associated with it. This is useless to me, but whatever. I'll research it a little bit further. So looking at it, it appears to be a tin toy, which apparently a lot of toys in the 60s were made out of tin, which... a little different from modern figures, but, you know, I think for the definition, I would say it counts. What do you mean this was made in 1996? Oh, come on, please. Let this just be a reprint. Please, just let it be a reprint. I don't know when this gun came out, but, you know, enjoy. I'll put it on the board. Found this thing, and I'm hoping there's a year on it. Text may be in Japanese, but numbers are international, so hopefully, 2007, whatever. All these tin toys are throwbacks, but what are they throwing back to? Give me the original, please. This feels older, but it's probably 2000 or something. It has English on it, so probably not, maybe. So far, we only have the glow-in-the-dark Ultraman and a gun, so... Astro Boy, you've really disappointed me. Thanks for the circa date, Pinterest, but, like, as a researcher, I can't just trust a secondary source. I need to see it on the original. But it seems promising, so let's do some more research. So, going through that Pinterest hellhole of image search, I managed to find this guy and this weird eBay page that doesn't work, and then this antique auctions website and I was losing hope, and then, boom, I found this Japanese YouTuber. Some furry thinks it's from 1980. Okay. How do you know? Why can't I confirm or deny what a furry's telling me? For fuck's sake. But guess who's back? Vintage Space Toys, baby. Alright, so according to Vintage Space Toys, there were a bunch of tin Astro toys made back in the 60s. Which, okay, yeah, that makes sense because of all these goddamn throwbacks. And this guy has a rare space flying one, which, okay, sure, doesn't give me the date, but, you know, whatever. Unless the box says it in, like, some Japanese number system that I don't know, which would be weird, but, have to investigate further, but I better use more tin-related search terms now. So it looks like this keeps showing up, and I've just noticed Billiken. Let's check them out. Maybe they have what I need, and, oh lord. Apparently Billiken are these, like, demon dream doll things that murder and eat your family or something. Not a Japanese company. But I found a copyright symbol on the box. It's in Japanese, but let's whip my phone out, translate it. It's Tezuka Productions. Actually, wait, hold on, when was that founded? 1968? So the absolute earliest this was 1968, which is still later than fucking that guy, but you know, at least it's something that's actually anime this time. The first anime, arguably, so... Alright, back to Google Images, and... remember that flying thing? The furry was right. It was made in 1981. And from there, I found out this brand called Billiken Shokai, which was founded in the 70s, but might be useful for later. And they got a license for Astro Boy in the 90s, which complete unrelated to what we were doing. I don't even know why I wrote this down, I'll be honest, but I'm reading the script, so I gotta continue. We're gonna find the first toy, not a reproduction. Problem is, reproductions are retro now as well. Oh, but that's fucked up, right? Like, we're living so far from the original stuff where the reproductions of those originals are retro in of themselves now. It's wild. And I'm starting to learn what boxes are reprints, so hopefully one of them actually is old as fuck this time. But I'm starting to lose hope on this tin tangent, so let's try back to Google and just like original toys and see what happens. So I found this virgin box. Let's see, it was made, please don't just say 70s. And no, it doesn't say. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Why is the oldest confirmed stuff I can find for Astronomic Boy these cars, man? I'm tempted to give up and just say that this car is the first anime figure, but nay, I persevere for you, my loyal 8 subscribers at the time of writing this script. Let's see who made these cars. Maybe they made toys as well. I googled image search and found Doraemon in car form, which is Interesting. Maybe this guy's shtick was just stuffing characters in cars. Ooh, Takato Toys. And they made the Astro Boy bucket. I think we might have found a lead here, boys. And remember those tin toys that keep getting remade? It looks like they might have made one of those. Let's look a little bit further. Okay, I think we may have found a really good lead. I just have to look and... Do they have a date? This looks alright, but I don't have a date. And whoa, what the... Google, why are you saying it's from 1964? Where are you getting this from? Also, the image saved as Bandai. Did Bandai make this? It says it's from the 60s, but I'm feeling somewhat satisfied and agreeing. All signs seem to point that way, but I really want to find a copyright date or something to actually confirm this myself. If you look at the logos, and if you look at when they change, that was in the 60s, baby. We've actually found the first anime figure. I'm fucking, yeah, I've got my answer now. So this thing was the first figure. If I had to put a date on it, it would be somewhere between 1952 and 1960. I'm gonna lean closer to 1960 than 1952, however. I am satisfied with saying it was some point in the 60s. Astro Boying being the first anime means we probably can't get any earlier than this for the first anime figure. And we'd be Ultraman. Woo yeah! Woohoo! Woohoo! Which it didn't work. And then my oh fuck! I'm gonna use that as the outro. Fuck it.